Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Invaders number 2. So, the Invaders versus Donar, God of the Storms, the greatest superheroes of World War II. Stanley presents the Invaders, America's greatest superheroes of World War II. Captain America and Bucky, the Submariner, the Human Torch and Toro, the twilight of the Star Gods, the cataclysmic conclusion of the Ring of Nebulas.
Turn back! We command ye or die!
Roy Thomas, writer-editor. Frank Robbins, artist. Vince Colletta, inker. Petra G., colorist. Jay Costanza, letterer. Sorry, but that's all the info we've got room on for our star-studded splash page. But now we'll take you to war-torn London in late December 1941, where last issue, the newly christened Invaders, arrived in Namor's multi-purpose flagship, just in time for Cap to save the life of a strange amnesiac golden-haired girl, and to pocket the weird ring she unknowingly dropped. Woo! The name of the invader's quarry, the mysterious brain drain, seemed to strike a familiar chord in the girl's mind, as did a certain map location deep within the Third Reich itself. Thus it was hi-ho and off again, though without Bucky Barnes, as the supersonic sea aircraft streaked high above Nazi Germany's defensive Siegfried Line. But drawing near the target zone, the invaders were suddenly made to feel less than welcome by a strange gleaming war axe, hurled seemingly from nowhere.
We're hit!
Then, as the Torch, Toro, and Namor swept off towards the weapon's source, Cap and the lady hit the silk, floating downward toward the very heart of Hitlerland. But that's yesterday's news. Right now, our high-flying heroes have found their prey, or is it vice versa? Now to see if I got those intros straight. You're Donar, God of War, or God of Thunder, right? And you've got your meat cleaver back, I see. So he's talking about last-ish.
The streaking hand! It returns to me no matter how hard I throw it.
Nice trick. But if do you come back if I throw you? Ugh! This joker's not only named himself after an old Teutonic storm god, he's got the sheer strength to back it up. The Human Torch, meanwhile, tackles his own natural foe, the one who calls himself Loga, God of Fire. It's a standoff. I'm immune to his firebrands, and my own fireballs just seem to add to his power. Who are these guys, anyhow? And Toro, nicknamed the Flaming Kid by a hero-happy populace back home, is having even greater problems.
Bah, I do not relish battle with children. You are small game indeed to the lightning bolts of the great god Floor.
Then look at this way, creep. You can always surrender. Oh, that hurt. My flames are protecting me part way from those bolts of his, but they're still getting to me. It's just a matter of time till...
Ha, once more Floor triumphs.
The kid's safe for the moment, just stunned. But are these gods or creations of brain drain, like Masterman was? Or are they something more, something unbelievable?
You will grow tired, Flame Man. Indeed you will fall and die. But we are immortals all.
If he's right, we're through. But we won't stop fighting while we live. And now, because that may not be much longer, it's time we switch to Ground Zero. Namor's flagship. It must have landed automatically after all. So we've got to ticket out of here. If we can dodge the ricocheting fire and lightning from the fight overhead. Captain America, look! That cave! Good girl. We'll be safe in here, Hilda. It says, with an apologies to a sergeant named Rock. Yeah, that's a DC character. When does he reference that? Oh, right there. Okay. I think I get this a pun. So, yeah, Sergeant Rock was a DC character. It's like a World War II kind of character. I'm not too. I never really read any of his comics, but I know he's popular. I think back in the 50s, and I think he was back in the 50s and 60s. Sergeant Rock. One day I'll probably read a Sergeant Rock comic one day, but That's a DC character though. But or is your name really Hilda?
I don't know. I told you. I can't remember.
Your eyes, they're so gold. They're almost blinding.
And yours so blue.
Oh! Clap, clap. Please, Sir Captain, do not allow us to disturb your pleasures. We shall have ample time later for more mundane pursuits.
Nazis!
So, actually, I shouldn't say clap, clap. I should, clap like that. In the heart of the fatherland, mein Herr. Surely you did not expect to find Karl Marx. Now, if you will be so good as to come with us. Can't help feeling this is related, in some way, to whoever brought down our ship. What's wrong, Hilda? You seem so.
This place. I remember it somehow.
Then look to your left, Fraulein, and perhaps the sight of an old friend will cause still more memories to stir.
What do you mean?
No! Good gravy! It's some sort of power plant, carved out from the middle of a mountain. This place must be a top drawer secret, if the Nazis have gone to all this trouble to keep it safe from Allied bombers.
Allied bombers will never penetrate this far into the center of the 1,000-year Reich, my dear Captain America. You may accept my most personal assurances on that score.
Captain America, that voice. I know that voice. It is he, the one you seek, the one called Brain Drain.
That is merely a code name, beauteous lady, designed for our more uncouth American assets. My true designation is Operative A1416, as you should well recall.
So that's the way it is, eh, lady? You know that creep, and you sold us out.
Don't cough up. Don't let him at the girl.
Phew. You got me all wrong, Fritz. I take things first. First things first. I'm not after the girl.
Phew. I'm after you. Keep back, you star-spangled swine.
Not likely, BD. Now let's see what kind of manatee idol we got under that. Good Lord! Hardly a pretty sight, is it? Yeah, it's pretty. It's like pair of eyes and brains. Really creepy. The kind of sight, in fact, that will give a man pause for a few fateful seconds.
Bzzz. You are decadent country's foremost champion, my dear captain. But to me you are merely extra baggage. It is the girl I want. Tell me, where is the ring?
Ring? What ring do you speak of? I seemed for a moment to remember one, and then I forgot again.
Silence! Even you cannot treat me like a fool, and live.
She doesn't have any ring, I swear it. What ring are you talking about? And who the devil are you, anyway?
2 questions, mine captain, but with a single answer. You saw perhaps a great crater not far from here when you approached. A huge meteorite made that crater long months ago. The shock waves of the resulting impact were felt as far away as Berlin itself, but one man felt them most horribly of all. The man was myself, when human. Some bombarded us, I should have died. Of course, yet long hours later, my vision returned, and I was beheld 3 grim faces, glaring emotionlessly down at me. Fearful, I tried to move, but discovered I could feel nothing, nor could I hear. Then one of them, who I later called Donar, held up a gleaming axe, and I saw my reflection in it. To my horror, for it is not a man's reflection, but that of a brain, with eyes, floating in a transparent bubble, and attached to a humanoid metal body. That was all that was left of Werner Schmidt. Soon, equipped with mechanical hearing devices, I learned that they were from far off in space, from another nebula. The explosion had occurred when their ship had crash-landed. Thinking me of no threat to them, they showed me their vessel's energy source, a strange glowing ring-like object designed to magnify the power of any mechanical device. What they had forgotten was that I am now the mechanical device. Finding my brain waves fantastically increased, I seized the ring, and I cast the four of them into a deep trance. And while I held the ring, they were totally subject to my willpower.
Wait a minute. You said the four of them?
You have guessed it, haven't you, my dear Captain? Yes, 3 of the alien beings were males, but space voyages are quite long. Thus the 4th crew member was a beauteous female, a woman quite beyond Werner Smith's reach, but not of that of Operative A. 1416. I called her Brunhild, after the Valkyrie in the famous ring operas of Richard Wagner, the favourite operas of our beloved Führer. But alas, my Valkyrie has more willpower than the males, or else the ring somehow affects females less, for she rebuffed me and fled, instinctively grasping the ring as she did so. Luckily, my permanently augmented willpower still controls the males, and my increased intelligence made me invaluable to the National Socialist elite. Yet she still eluded me, escaped the Reich, somehow, but the ring's unshielded power was too great, and as I see her now, her has robbed of her memory.
Of course. That's the answer. It has to be. Hilda, do you remember now? You know this location? From your ship's own charts? Charts. I said charts. Charts?
Yes, I seem to. Yes, now I do remember. He renamed my colleagues after my own embedded gods, and wooed me, as if I were some moronic war maiden. But I am not Hilda, not Brunhild. I am MCM XLXI Navigator of the Nebula Cruiser Tekeli Lee.
You are... Actually, maybe I should get rid of her accent, because she's an alien. I'll make her I'll make her different.
So you are who I say you are, mein Liebchen. After all, do not your 3 companions believe even now that they are Teutonic gods, because I will it so? The Führer will be most pleased.
You dirty!
No, don't.
Mine her.
Mine her, should we?
I believe I shall have him slain, dear Brunhild, simply because you are fond of him. I can never stand popish handsome swine. With him dead, you'll look upon me with more favour.
Never. I am the ultimate product of a proud, star-spanning race. My memory regained, I could never look with favour upon any man in this world, let alone upon a demi-man such as yourself. For the length of this star voyage, my 3 colleagues are my mates, and no one more.
Then the voyage is about to end for them, Fraulein, for my senses have located the ring at last in the American spirit, and once I plucked it out, I shall send my brain emanations out more powerfully than ever before, till I rob you of your 3 mates, by robbing them of their light years-long lives.
And indeed, even as Cap feels the nearby, nearly changeable aura of Brain Drain's newly heightened power, not so far distant. What? Donar seems to be getting weaker. As he closes in combat with his own fiery foe, the Human Torch learns the same. This Loga character is starting to cringe every time he absorbs one of my fireballs. They don't quite floor him yet. Ugh. But they're getting there. Zzz. A few more passes like that one, and I've got him. And as for the now recovered Toro, that fire shield won't protect you long from me, mister. I'm hot stuff. Uh-oh, spoke too soon. Well, that blast wasn't as strong as the others. Don't know what's going on, but I like the trend. Still, it is a fighting mad Namor who is the first to press his seeming advantage. Now I've got you. Ha! You are no more a thunder god than I am. There is no such thing. You appear daily for damaging my flagship with that war axe toy. A moment ago I would have sworn the same,
But now renewed energy flows through my veins, new strength through my arms.
Only a few yards away.
Got too cocky, or else he got faster.
I'm not sure if that's Human Torch or... Oh, no, it's Toro.
Or else he got faster all of a sudden. When he lowers the boom, I'm a goner.
And nearby, no one is surprised at this point, except the torches.
Thought I could finish him by dive-bombing him, but he's immune to my flames again. Got me in a bear hug. What happened?
For that answer to that desperate question, we go back a scant 5 seconds and counting. 4.
No, what happens to me? No, what happens to me, my mates, to my mission here? My mind is now clear.
Hilda! Stop her, you fools!
3. Give me the ring, you foolish beast that would have been a god. Our starcraft demolished beyond repair. You usurped our power source, turned it against us. Would have used it to carve out an empire for yourself and your human masters.
2. 1.
But if we can no more sail the beckoning galaxies, we've no more reason to live.
0. As the metal ring dissolves into the eerie blue-green waters, they begin to froth and bubble. The words atomic reaction would have little meaning to Steve Rogers in this day and year, but he knows danger when it looms over his shoulder. And he knows opportunity when it faintly knocks. Hilda, we've got to clear out of here. This place is going to blow.
And you shall blow with it, mine captain.
His grip, like a vise of steel, because it is steel.
Your coming here was a most fortuitous accident, since you and your allies defeated my Bundist puppet, Masterman. I have longed for revenge with every human instinct remaining to me.
Ugh! So that was in giant size of Invaders number 1. Roy and so they fought Masterman in that issue.
And now the vengeance shall be mine.
I'm as helpless as a rag doll. Looks like the finish. Brain Drain, A1416, whatever it is you wish to call yourself called.
Oh. Brain Drain, A1416, whatever it is you wish to yourself called.
Look at me! What? Hilda's voice.
Lieber Gott!
Yes, monster. Now that I know what I am, what I was, I can no longer abide to live in this backward, savage planet. I must perish, and dying use such powers as still are mine, to stop you from perverting any of our star-spawn science to this glory of a new barbarism. To that end, the atomic fires below must consume me and my fellow starmen. Come to me, you others who swarm the vast currents of space. It is time we ended this futile charade.
Nine, please! I did it all for you.
Then join me, fool, in the sweet oblivion of death, of non-existence. This earth is no more your world than it ever was truly mine.
Join me! Join me!
Brunhild, my dear Brunhild, I did it all for you.
Boom! An instant later, the swirling liquid below, whose composition no man on earth can possibly guess, close about the metallic form known as Brain Drain. As Captain America looks on in horror. But Hilda's still alive, staring like someone in a dream. Good Lord, those waters are tearing him apart. Yet as the alien Valkyrie seems in a dream, the nightmare of the other 3 cosmic souls seems suddenly to end. What the devil? They're quitting, flying away. We beat them, Torch, but how? I like to believe it was being pure of heart and eating Wheaties that did it, Namor. But I don't. So Namor said, so let's follow them. Maybe they'll lead us to Cap. Check, Hotshot. But even as the fire spawn jets of the Human Torch and Toro, even as the flying fish abilities of the Submariner, cannot hope to match the starborn speed of those whose names have been Donar, Fro, and Loga. And seconds later, the grim, unspeaking trio leap headfirst into waters now glowing crimson with seething, barely contained energy. While to rejoin a certain star-spangled sentinel, nothing I can do, There's Namor's ship, my one chance, but I can't make a run for it without the others. Speaking of which, Namor, will this crate of yours still fly?
It should, Cap, though at a reduced speed. What?
Never mind, just get in fast! Cap's tone is not one to lightly be ignored. Besides, what good would it do to stay behind, to witness 4 alien minds willing themselves into oblivion by fusing their own latent powers with that of the now destroyed ring of the nebulas, till they almost seem to recreate it anew, for a fleeting instant, and now the raging scarlet waters reach a point of no return, to become not matter any longer, but sheer rampant energy. A not much later day will call this critical mass. Then shockwaves tear at the fleeting flagship, buffet it with winds not seen on Earth before, at least not within the recorded history of man. But the air amphibious craft survives, just barely. And within, 4 earthbound heroes are left each with his own secret thoughts on the long journey back to London. Nor shall we intrude upon them. So next, you heard about U-boats, now witness the coming of U-Man. Till then, save that scrap. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and hope you got, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.